All right, what's up, everybody? So we are on season 1, episode 19 of Vinland Saga, which is called United Front. And man, what can I say? I mean, I was so curious to find out what direction it was all going to go in, right? What the ultimate sides were going to be that were going to be picked and stuff. And I think now more than ever, it's interesting because we still haven't actually seen what direction the story is going to go into. The last episode basically still took a break from the main narrative and focused very much on Canute, right? At the same time, we got a little glimpse of Thorfinn, fighting out his duel against Thorkell, of course, but it was mostly focused on Canute and his growing up process. The miracle that literally we all witnessed, just like the monk there. I thought it was such an amazing episode that came out of nowhere, right? And again, it has me all the more excited now because I'm starting to realize, and we saw it, I think, in the last minute of the episode, Canute was basically saying, like, nah, I'm going to go to Thorkell myself. And I can only assume that United Front simply means that they're all going to be uniting. And that Canute plans to be, I guess, then perhaps leading. Well, I don't know. I don't know what he wants to do. I don't know how he wants to convince Thorkell either, right? I mean, Thorkell, I would assume, still very much looks at him just as like a pawn. I don't quite remember, but like, no, Thorkell had him captive in the past, right? And he saw what kind of character he was. So I'm very curious, like, how he's going to convince him. But I assume that Canute now, he was already able to convince all the other people. And he's, like I said, he's kind of grown up in a matter of just a single episode. And we're going to see where that goes. But then the question still obviously is, what's going to happen with Askeladd and with Thorfinn? Because Askeladd is basically injured. Like, will he still be able to have a purpose to Thorkell? Will Askeladd even want to... Yeah, I mean, Askeladd even made clear to his own men that, like, he hates the Danes, right? Which we kind of learned about. And so, how is that all going to work? Again, I mean, maybe, yeah, like... Are they going to make some kind of peace treaty where Canute will be helping out Thorkell and his men? So basically like the English that he had on his side, but I think Thorkell also had Danish people on his side. Holy shit, dude. I mean, it's a clusterfuck of thoughts in my mind at the moment. But like, yeah, how is Askeladd still going to fit there then, right? You would kind of ask yourself about. And at the same time, the same will count then for Thorfinn. Because Thorfinn only goes where Askeladd goes. Because all that's on his mind is like killing Askeladd, right? So, again, guys, what direction is this all going to go? And it's super hard for me to tell. I can definitely see, of course, like I said, that Canute will be working together with Thorkell. And that maybe Thorkell will be able to take all these other guys still on his side. But then... Again, the main question is what happens to Askeladd and what happens to Thorfinn in the process. That's what I'm excited to find out about. But for now, I hope, of course, that you'll enjoy my reaction here to episode 19 coming up. Of course, should you already want to finish the entire ride with me, you can do so right now over my Patreon. That is linked on top of the description. Over there, we will have finished the entirety of Season 1 already. Of course, I'm also going to be checking out Season 2 when it airs in, I think, 2023, yeah? But yeah, that will be very soon in all fairness. But I'm going to be checking that out. But for now, like I said, all the remaining episodes of Season 1 will be up on Patreon along with full-length reactions. So go and check it out. Your support is very much appreciated and helps me to make these videos in the first place. And then with that being said, we're going to dive into Season 1, Episode 19 of Vinland Saga. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Thorkell coming Thorfinn's way after he literally kicked him through the trees. He had lost his conscience. Oh, shit. Oh, man, just hanging there. Wow. Askeladd wants to treat him. Is he gonna tell him about his dad? Of course. And what was that question about? Asking him about the true warrior once again. Oh shit, we're actually gonna hear this whole story. Oh wow. Okay, so the mom is royal blood. Shit, yeah, that makes... Oh. Oh my god, okay. Oh, that's what we saw, right? Yeah. He thought he died.
トールズは死んじゃいなかった。奴と最後に会ったのはヨムスボルグ。葬式の3ヶ月後だった。おい、ここが戦士団幹部トールズの家だと知っててか。トルケル。近頃機嫌が悪い。
Oh, I see. It's actually him telling him he was planning to make a leave. Oh, he was just gathering some of his belongings and stuff, I guess, right? Oh, and picking up Helga.
やっぱな。トルケル、話を聞いてくれ。お、積もる話は館でしようや。
He doesn't get it.
どうした？この町、ヨウム戦士団を抜ける。俺は死んだということにしておいてくれ。頼む、トルケル。
I mean, I would assume that he kept the secret.
話が見えねえよ。何言ってんだ、突然。
Is he gonna tell him, like, his realization about true warriors?
もう戦はしない。だから話が見えねえって。まさか死にかけてビビったとか言わねえよな。兄貴はお前を後継者にって考えてんだぞ。俺は分かったんだ。
Here we go.
本当の戦士とは何かが。
Fascinating. Now it all makes sense why Thorkell brought it up to Thorfinn in the fight too. Yeah, it's not allowed. Holy shit, dude.
気がついた時にはもうトールズたちは消えていた。
he knocked him unconscious. So did they not, like, did they go looking for him, you wonder?
俺にはまだわからない。俺にはまだ届かない。トルフィン、奴はアイスランドでどんな風に過ごしていた？教えてくれ。
Now it's his turn to tell. Thorfinn never changed, dude. It's kind of true. He didn't learn anything, dude. Wow, man, I love how Askeladd is just kind of, yeah, being his father figure right now, though. But he also has his self-interest at heart, of course. Really? So that's the whole plan that Askeladd had here all along? Nan is just playing 4D chess.
大将の決闘見たかったね。あの人は桁が違う。きっと雷神トールの化身だぜ。 大将が通る神ならこの当時はフレイヤ神か女神じゃん俺フレイヤ
Oh, you don't even realize who you're about to meet. You won't be Freya no longer. This is gonna be Odin you're talking to.
今は耐えろトルフィン奴の方から近づくように仕向けろ
Okay. Playing the long
これは
game.
モルドンの戦いだったが激しい戦いだった
What, did he have some kind of duel himself like this?
重傷を負ったぐらいだからな
Oh.
ほんの一瞬だが確かに見た
What, his weakness?
あの無敵のトルケルが崩れ落ちる瞬間をうまいぞ万策尽きたと奴に思わせるんだいい位置だよくやったトルフィン終わりはあっけねえなみっともね
Okay, what does he want him to do exactly, though?
そうだトルケルとどめを刺しに来い一瞬の隙
Use the reflection of the sunlight to blind him? Okay. Well, that did something. Holy shit, he went down. What for? Dude, how is he still disaffected? Oh my god. Holy shit, his guys are just coming to help him. That's not fair. Yeah, exactly. You're literally insulting your own commander.
戦士の誇りとは何だ恨んでくれていいだがあのガキは殺す俺を殺すなら殺せだがあんたは
Dude, look how little his head is
誰がこの500人の獣どもをまとめられるっていうんだ
compared to Thorkell's hands on it.
そこまでだ
Oh shit, Canute interfering, here we go.
この戦で死ぬ者は犬死にだぞ
You're all going to hell anyway.
全滅なのかあのアシェラットの軍団が
Where's the other brother? Yeah, he's still there. Okay, okay. He left him alive still.
生きているのか
He just lost his mind.
おじさん誰
Literally. Apparently. What the fuck?
飽きもせずよくもこれほどに殺し合うものだな
王族だろうと決闘に水差す権利はねえ
もはや決闘の様相ではあるまい
Like a bull.
トルフィンを離せこの決闘は俺の負けだ大将は負けてね俺たちが邪魔しただけだ黙れもう俺の負けだ
I mean, can you have actually lost the duel without dying though?
50年生きてきて今日ほど不愉快な日はねえぜ
I guess so.
酒生きたきゃいけ俺は残るは
Really?
ためにここまで黙って見てろ
ソリと食料を所望するそれとトルフィンとアシュラットは私の重視だ連れて行くぞ
Dude, don't tell me Askeladd planted the monk on the sled or something to have the speech with him. There's no way Askeladd could have thought this all through.
王とまみえる際の切り札になる
王子は諦めろよく書くんじゃねえいいから見てろ
It's like he knows what's gonna happen.
逃げはせぬ
短い間にお口が一丁前になったじゃん
He can see it already.
トルケルよ私に人質の価値はないなぜなら 父は私を愛してなどいないからだ。
Yeah, fair. That
父
gives...
は王位を兄ハラルドに継がせる。私の生存は父王にとって憂いのもとだ。
つまりスベン王は俺があんたを殺すことを期待していると。
I mean, yeah.
暗殺に比べれば戦士は温当だ。
He was trying to just get rid of him that way.
父王自身の手が子殺しに汚れぬ。
仮にこのまま見逃したとしてどこへ行く気だ。
Exactly, so what does Canute want to do?
ズバラの軍団本営へ父王と
Okay, well, that's what I thought.
勝てると思ってんのか。
Just go up against his own family.
すべきことをするだけだ。どうせ惜しむような命ではない。
This looks like a challenge that Thorkell will happily accept.
俺はな、命は惜しくないなんて抜かすやつは腐るほど見てきた。大抵は軽くこづいただけで泣いて命乞いしやがる。てめえもその口だろう。あ
Just look at the expression on his face. Oh, shit. Not a flinch.
野郎ども、こんな俺でもな、たった一つ後悔してることがある。なぜあの時俺は当時
Oh,
についていかなかったのかってな。本当の戦士の秘密を知ることが
Oh, so maybe that's why he asked
戦うとやる
Thorfinn.
変わりはねえしな。よし、決めた。
He wasn't even trying to test Thorfinn. He just wanted to know what Thors meant by that. So awesome.
俺はあんたについていくぜ。
Askeladd can't believe it's panning out. Just like this.
なんだあの野郎。まだ
Same with Thorfinn. Their reactions are just a little bit different. This man Askeladd is like, I love it when a plan comes together.
ラグナル殿を殺したのは私です。お切りしてください。ですが
Oh.
生かしおきくださるというのであれば、
He will be in
役
this,
に立ちます。
yeah, service.
この一命に変えても。
ラグナルの分を働け。それが弔いだ。
必ず。
Dude, is that not literally exactly what he wanted all this time?
どの道、水に流すしかねえだろうが。
Everybody working together. Crazy. Yeah, I guess honestly I should have been able to figure this out, but it's become a lot more clear to me now what that final arc of the season is going to look like with, you know, just like the title implicated, everybody standing united now and going up, having a common purpose in going against King Sweyn then and his guys, you know, like the basically the entire Danish army, I guess, right? Which also includes, of course, Floki. That's how he's going to be coming back too. And it would make a lot of sense because we saw Thors and Thorkell even in the very beginning have that conversation about hating Floki and stuff, right? All of it is becoming so much clearer to me now. I guess the one thing that I hadn't quite, or that had me a little confused for a while is like, okay, but Thorkell's men are technically Danish too, right? At least some of them. But then again, they had already separated themselves, of course, in the past. And that's why they went up against Askeladd, who was in service of the Danish in the beginning of the show, of course. So, again, like all of it, the fact now, of course, that Askeladd's men basically all got wiped out. And those are more like original, Danish men who would be in service of the Danish. So, again, like all of it is starting to make sense, like I said. And I think that's just so great. This episode, I mean, like, it definitely, I will say it has me also just then wondering, you know, it's easy to see what's going to happen. It's easy to see then how the first season could end now for me. It's like, okay, I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the season, Canute is being put on the throne. You know, like they are going to be able to essentially just take over. The question then still is, once again, like, what does that mean for the future of the show, right? I mean, this all seems short term, if that makes sense. I still wonder, like, okay, interesting, but what does the greater picture look like? Why is the show called Vinland Saga? Are we still going to try and actually go to Vinland? Where does Thorfinn's family still come into play? All of these things that I'm starting to think about as far as like the overall picture, like I said. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing then how these 5 episodes are going to still play out and where it's gonna leave us off. Yeah, other than that, this episode was great. I love just a couple of little revelations that start to make so much more sense to me. I'm like, okay, why did Thorkell ask Thorfinn about, like, what does it mean to be a true warrior? Like, are you trying to taunt him? How do you know what Thors used to think about that? Or, like that's something that Thors would say. It didn't make sense to me, right? And now we get this backstory and we see that, like, oh, Thorkell actually realized that Thors had faked his death and, like Thors literally knocked him unconscious. And he had told him about, I've realized now what it means to be a true warrior and I don't want to fight anymore, this and that. So really the only reason why Thorkell asked that to Thorfinn, I would assume, is more out of like interest, right? He pointed it out himself, like he wanted to find out what the answer to that question actually was, what Thors meant all that time. And he also even confronted Thorfinn in a way that, like, oh, you don't want to confess that you actually haven't learned anything about your father, right? And it's true because, Thorfinn is obviously not going in the direction that his father even wanted him to go in. So I just think the show overall, like, it's so well laid out. Once again, everything starts to make so much sense. Yeah, the only thing that I then question about is like, okay, but what is the general, what does the future look like? What is the long-term structure for the show going to be? Especially with having heard that people say that they kind of call the first season like a prologue to the rest. So it's like, okay, where do we go from there then, right? That's like a big question on my mind at the moment, especially now that I kind of see everything fitting together finally. Yeah, it's great because we're going to be making ourselves, like I said, up for that finale that's about to be coming up, the last episodes that we're really starting to near now. But yeah, where do we go from there is really what I think about the most. Guys, for now, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to episode 19 of Vinland Saga. Of course, if you enjoy these reactions, you can already watch the last 5 episodes of season 1 right now over my Patreon. That is linked on top of the description as always, along with, of course, full-length reactions if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. And yeah, then with that being said, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.